Hey everybody, things are going to be a little bit wonky here. I'm trying to get around to where I'm hanging out clothes. My arm is tired. I have clothes on a hanger, of which I'll show you in a minute. Bethany, those clothes are still on there? Good. Okay. All right, we're getting around there. We made a makeshift clothesline. And I need to come over to the garden area. We've tilled it one time. This is the first part of it. I have to rake it and till it one more time, and then Saturday we're going to plant. Okay, Bethany, you need to move, sweetheart. Alrighty, so what I have here is, this is the girls' gymnastics bar that James made for them for Christmas. And I'm dropping the seed, and I'm putting these up. Okay. Whew, that was a workout. Okay, so what we have here is, Bethany actually hung these up yesterday, just on the hanger outside, because our clothesline is down, because we are still working on that outside building. It's good to have good airflow, Bethy. These did dry, but we need to make sure we have good airflow between them. You can spread them out next time, okay? So the wind must have blown them. Okay, so I'm going to put these up here on hangers to dry. So what we're doing is, we're trying to do, as long as weather permits, we're hanging the clothes out like this instead of on the traditional clothesline, of which is our tradition, and using this. And we have an upper bar and a lower bar, and we haven't been doing this long, so. And this is until we can get our clothesline up. So see, the wind's blowing nicely. The clothes will dry. What we're doing is, we're putting the big clothes up here, and small clothes such as socks and underwear, and the towels and the sheets, we are putting in the dryer, of which we're trying to run only once a day. So that's that. Now, I wanted to show you this. I need to figure out where I can show it to you at. Let me come around here. Yeah, there's a lot of weeds, so I'm going to have to till and rake. And I'm in my house shoes. See? Of which I should not be in outside, but I am. Okay, so I'm going to pull this chair off from this wagon. Set it down. Okay. Alright, so we're doing chores and we're doing school in a little bit. Part of my chore today is to do the laundry. But I want to show this to you. This is our seed so far for this year. We got it at the feed and seed store. This was my wish list. Yeah, and the planting dates, of which a few of them was a week or so ago. We are a little bit late on that. And because the planting season is earlier this year. And this is our total. Okay, that's consumer feed and seed. So far we are at $14.12 for the cost of everything so far. So I was telling James, in my head, I have to get at least that much out of the garden, of which is going to definitely work, because the first, well, let's see, 4 years ago when we did green beans, I did like 80 or 85 quarts, and then 2 years ago it was 110 quarts of green beans. So just in green beans alone, I believe we're going to make that. And when we're talking quarts, we're not talking pints, of which I think a can of green beans would be more of a pint proportion instead of a quart. So anyway, that'll be fine. I'm keeping this. I'm going to try to keep this receipt if it doesn't blow away. And so, let's see, we have, these are our onions. We have regular onions. I have spring onion seed, of which I should have already had out. I had gotten that packet actually last year at the dollar store, so that'd be like another 50 cents or 33 cents. Here's our Roma tube bush beans. These they're green beans. You don't have to string them. No, they don't taste as good. Well, I guess that's a preference. A lot of people, they just want their Kentucky Wonders or whatnot, but you have to string those. And when I'm doing massive amounts of beans, I don't care to sit down and string them. I did enough of that in my childhood, and I discovered that there are actually green beans that you don't have to string. Let's see. So this actually, I think we'll do probably 4 rows. 4 80-foot rows. Alright, this is our yellow crookneck squash. I like the crookneck better than the straight neck. I have no idea why. I just do. I guess it's because it's what I grew up with and it's familiar. So, we'll have plenty of hills of squash. Peaches and cream, bicolor corn. Normally we mix our own corn. We get some of the yellow corn and the white corn, and we plant them one on one end, one on the other, and they mix themselves, but we got it mixed this year. The man who owns the store suggested this type of corn, peaches and cream, so we're going to try it. That's one of them that should have already been out. And we're planning on planting everything on Saturday for this first little early season. Okay, this is a lettuce. Oh my goodness, yes, it should have been out. I'm hoping it'll survive the heat because it's actually pretty warm here already. So this is another way that we save. I did not get the tomatoes yet. They do have them out. But I just have a feeling here at March 15th or so that it's just a little bit too early. I did think of buying them. And normally, as you know, like I said in another video, I plant the seed myself and save money that way. You save a tremendous amount. But then I got to looking at the planting charts and realized that I'm a little bit too late for that. Unless, well, I will probably do some for the second half of the season. I'll still do some and put them in the ground, but I am going to get some tomato plants from the feed and seed store a little bit later. I just didn't want to bring them here and have to maintain them in the containers until I feel comfortable planting them in the ground. So that is pretty much it, because see, it says here